I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After highs this afternoon in the mid-50s to the mid-60s, moisture lifts north and fog is possible tonight and tomorrow night. The thickest fog both tonight and tomorrow night expected to be along and east of Highway 281. Lingering clouds from the fog and moisture may limit the warming on Christmas Eve and Christmas, especially towards the east. Highs tomorrow expected to be still in the 60s to the low 70s. For Christmas, highs are mostly in the mid-50s to the low 60s, while northwest Kansas tops out near 70. The best chance to see record warm highs is on Friday, with temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 60s. A strong cold front lowering our highs on Saturday into the 50s, possibly with dropping temperatures in the afternoon. Sunday, that coolest day of the next week, with highs in the mid-30s to the low 40s. South winds on the backside of high pressure, warming our highs by Monday into the upper 30s to the mid-40s. Warming trend continues in the long-term forecast. Nebraska and Kansas temperatures for Sunday through the first 5 days of the new year are likely to remain warmer than normal during the early days of January in central Nebraska. Daytime highs are typically in the upper 30s, with average overnight lows in the mid-teens. Precipitation for Nebraska and Kansas expected to be mostly near normal the early half of next week before a trend of slightly above normal precipitation late next week through January 5th. Key weather factors the markets are watching include record warm highs for parts of the U.S. and varying rainfall in South America. A very strong storm reaches the California coast on Christmas Eve, delivering high winds and heavy precipitation, including mountain snow. Light to moderately heavy precipitation extends as far inland as western sections of Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado. East of the Rockies, significant precipitation is limited to an area from the upper Great Lakes into the northeast. Much of the U.S. remains unusually warm for late December, although cold air continues to graze the northern tier. A storm tracks across the U.S. this weekend, but with uncertain precipitation, it's followed by a quick burst of cooler air after record warm highs this Christmas week. Warmer than normal temperatures quickly return next week, especially across the plains. The eastern U.S. may stay cooler for a few days. Across the central and southern plains, there are concerns of wheat coming out of dormancy and reducing the winter hardiness when cold air returns next month. Southern Brazil expects widespread and mostly beneficial rainfall for most of the week, possibly with some flooding. For west central Brazil, scattered rain continues this week, boosting soil moisture for soybeans moving into the podfill stage. Parts of southeast Brazil get much less rain, a concern with very hot temperatures when there's no rain. Rain, though, is likely to return to those areas of southeast Brazil next week. In Argentina, rain continues in the far north most of the week. Scattered rain moving through Argentina this weekend maintains mostly favorable soil moisture for developing corn and soybeans. Overseas in the Black Sea region, dryness still an issue for wheat that went into dormancy and mixed condition. Warmer than normal temperatures in the Black Sea region may jeopardize winter hardiness with any burst of cold air, and since much of the region lacks snow cover. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.